there are just as much male witches in the dragon's path as female witches. We are just on equal balance, and that is what the dragon's path is all about, balance. White, dark, dark and light, female, male. We are just always in the middle. Always never making choices, and that is typically of what a dragon does themselves. They just make choices at the moment that you have to make a choice, not before it. And we make choices between light and dark. We just don't care. We don't mind whatever we are. We are grey witches. We can be dark, very much dark, and we can as light as it can be. For example, I give all the light to the animals, because I know when the dragon would return, the dragon would be hunted and killed. Just like every animal in this world, except for dogs and cats. They live in hell, and that is eventually what the dragon will do as well, because the dragon can actually best humans if they want, if they desire it. But humans will never accept that, of course. So yeah, in the dragon's path, you can sometimes have apparitions and also seeing things that other people cannot. And that doesn't mean that you are going to be crazy. Of course, I said it to myself well enough that I will go crazy, but eventually it's not. Because you are greatly gifted by nature itself. And of course, humans don't need to understand that, because they are far below that, below that point. You are a gifted person for eventually discovering that you have a dragon by your side. Dragons themselves are high beings. Very high spirits. Humans see them as animals, as even sometimes dangerous animals, but in the end they are not. They used to be here. I very much believe that, because I feel their energy everywhere. I feel their energy, that their footprint was once in this forest. I feel this very much, that this footprint of the dragon was here, and also on other different places. But eventually the dragon has left away, has gone, but the dragon is still born inside of you. And that is something that you need to discover, and that makes you very powerful. So sometimes you can have also apparitions of non-dragons, because you are so much powerful, you can say, and so much close to nature, that you sometimes go with open gates, that you are a walking open gate. And I don't say this for fun, because as a child I've seen horror itself. On the other side, these spirits and energies can be very scary, you can say. And you might have seen this as a child as well. Once I was 2 years old, I was even saved, that I used to believe, that saved by the dragon, saved my life from a horrible disease. And I knew that I was trying to grab something, because they said to me a long time when I was a child, I always grabbed something. And later on, I remember that I could see a dragon. A dragon just in my bedroom, but of course that is childlike imagination. I've seen also other stuff, other things, and sometimes scary stuff, sometimes sad stuff. Sometimes, that I said to my parents, what about that one? There's a guy inside of our bedroom. Doesn't he have to go away? But they didn't see him. They didn't discover him. But this guy, it was not really a guy. It was, now I know that these are beings from the void. And these beings from the void, are drawn to you, because you are an open gate. And whenever you are trying, in my experiments as a dragon witch for in beginning, I try to do magic and rituals in hope to open the gate of the dragon. I start to learn that the dragons are in the 5th gate, the dragon realms, and I wanted to reach out for it. But there was something that I did wrong, because when I was trying to go to the dragon realms, and in my rituals, I opened up also other gates that shouldn't be opened, and I was drawing in all of these energies. My mentor warned me for this, and she said, wherever you go, there might be dark energies, and in order to get them away, you need to show them your teeth. And I said how to do so: with your raw emotions, with your power that you have. You're wielding great power, she said. Inside of your mind, it's just wielding great power. It's a draconic mind. And whenever you let your human self to sleep and you awaken the dragon, then these spirits, you have authority over these spirits that are actually not welcome with you. And these spirits should be going away. In order to do so, you have to show your teeth, as my mentor said it. And eventually that is true, because the dragon shows authority. They are like, they can go everywhere. They are like having the energy even of death itself, that they can have a journey from gate to gate. That is the reason why the dragon is with you. They have been able to travel and to have a journey towards you, to know where you are born to, in this place, on that time of that moment. The dragon by your side know this. And they are very powerful, but they also know things before it happening. That is why sometimes you also have this, knowing things before it happens, because your spirit is actually warning you that this is going to happen. But also your spirit warns you for bad, you can say bad apparitions that really, these spirits from the void. I feel very, very bad for them, because in that same place, like I said before, I would do the same thing. There was even a dragon that was not really a dragon, that was before me, in front of me, but it didn't feel like a dragon, and he had only one eye. And I would say that doesn't feel right. Everything in my spirit, it was like danger, like an alarm setting off, like this is not good, don't give energy to that. You have to show your teeth to it. Just show it your teeth. It has to go away. And all of the energy that goes with him, just go away with him. And that is how you clear a house. That is how you cleanse your house. You cleanse your house simply with draconic energy out of your own mind and energies. You don't have to do a fancy ritual for that. Of course, you can do this, because I have made my dragon altar just in my front yard. And this is actually also some kind of a blessing that you do for your house, which you can bless your house with dragon images that you really care about. Just, it's not like you buy an image of a dragon and it means nothing. No, once I buy an image of a dragon, it has to mean something. For example, I used to go to Wales, next to England, the land of the dragon, and there was a dragon for sale, a white dragon, and I sometimes show it to you on my dragon altar. This white dragon that is looking down, it's like, this comes from Wales, and I felt so much the dragon with it. And so I gave it a top place on my dragon altar. For example, this. And so now it's trying to bless my house with draconic energies. Now it's a gate to the dragon realms. And that is eventually what a dragon altar should be. This is your place to talk with the dragons from the dragon realms. And sometimes dragons that you never felt before can come through and want to be part of your dragon circle. So yeah, but bad apparitions, of course, I had my fair share with them. A lot, many of them. So my entire previous house was so much haunted, so much with open gates. I did experiments, but sometimes my experiments failed because of all of these energies, bad energies that wanted my energy, to let them be there. Of course, like I said, in their place I would do the same, but my goddess, scary, very much scary. I could no longer sleep there. And the guy that bought my house died after a few months. So I'm sorry, that was not my meaning, but it shows how dark it was. So much drained from his energy. So like, that is what I can imagine, of course. Even the dragons, my dragon, my teeth, and my dragon goddess said, you have to go out of there, go out. So I sold my house, and I will not do the same mistakes here. So here I just made my dragon altar in front of my front yard, and so every night when it's not raining, I put a candle on, so to show the dragon this is a place of, where the dragon should be. So yeah, if you have bad apparitions, it can be, of course, you are actually an open gate. Wherever you go, and that is also something that happened to me. I was, not that long ago, I was just having a walk, and I came across this boy, and this boy was like, this energy that this boy had. Oh my goddess. And he was looking at me the same way. We were looking at each other like, wow, energy. So like, this, just a small child, he doesn't know anything, I'm sure of it. But I knew this was a child with a great gift. It was also, what I can say, draconic. And that is what we recognize this from each other. We know this from each other. Whenever you come across, sometimes you look back like, oh goddess, a brother or a sister. And this child, of course, he doesn't know, he's much too young, he's far too young. But eventually, like I said, when I was 6 years old and before it, I also had these apparitions, you can say, and I'm sure that this child also had this. We were looking at each other like, I know you, like, but yeah, it was simply because we are an open gate. We are open gate wherever we go. We are drawing all of these spirits and energies in. That is what a dragon does. A dragon energy draws all of the energies, and you are so powerful that they just cannot ignore it. They follow you wherever you go, but you have to turn your head and just growl at them. Just show them the energies, show them negative emotions, show them and try to change your entire shift inside of your mind as a dragon, and just give them the greatest roar, because they will not love that. They will be afraid, even though they are not technically alive in this place, but they will be afraid of that, because the dragon shows authority. And that is why, so don't use smudge, because that is not a good idea. That will drive away all of the negative emotions. Oh my god, I mean, this happens once, that I had this with smudge. I couldn't breathe, simply because the dragon is not just a simple white spirit. They are also dark, so it will also be very bad for them. So don't use much. Use your raw emotions. Use your own power. You are a very powerful witch. A dragon witch is the most powerful witch ever. The unlikely witch, we use your energy for dragons, but eventually the energy that you carry around with you is the most powerful one. We wield the most ancient, the most oldest form of magic. We do this sometimes, actually most of the time, without even knowing it. But if you do witchcraft, if you do rituals, you can steer this. You can steer and know wherever your energy is going to. And that is why I recommend a dragon magic, dragon rituals. But don't ask others how to do it. No, there is no better person than yourself to know how to do it. Because your dragon is by your side. And your dragon will say how it has to go. And your own mind as well, including your dragon god or goddess, in my case. So yeah, my brothers and sisters, don't be afraid of the spirits. Don't be afraid of dark spirits. It's actually them that should be afraid of you.